Hey there, fellow strategist. Welcome to our deep dive into Blood Rage, the board game that lets you unleash your inner Viking and conquer the twilight of the gods.
That's right, we'll guide you through the rulebook and uncover the strategic brilliance that makes this game truly legendary.
Yeah, no need for any prior raiding experience.
Think of this as your war room, where we'll equip you with the knowledge to dominate your next game night.
Okay, so let's set the stage.
Right.
What's the goal in Blood Rage?
Simple on the surface.
Okay.
Amass the most glory before Ragnarok consumes the world.
Right, but I'm guessing that simplicity hides a world of complex choices.
You got it. Every action from conquering provinces to completing divine quests is a step on the path to glory, and even a glorious death can be a strategic victory.
Whoa, really?
Oh yeah, imagine your warriors meeting their end during Ragnarok, not in defeat, but as a calculated move to earn those precious final glory points.
So it's not just about brute force, then?
Not at all. It's about knowing when to fight, when to die, and when to seize an opportunity presented by the apocalypse itself.
That's a mind-blowing twist. There's a lot more strategic depth than I initially realized.
Absolutely. To truly master Blood Rage, you need to understand the interplay between its various components.
Okay, so where do we begin?
Let's start with the game board, a beautifully illustrated map centered around Yggdrasil, the world tree.
The heart of Norse mythology.
Exactly. Picture this. The land is divided into provinces, each with villages ripe for the pillaging.
Okay, I can already sense the Viking raids coming.
But keep an eye on those fjords, the waterways connecting the provinces.
Oh, those are important.
Crucial for strategic positioning. They can determine the success of your raids.
So controlling those fjords could give you a serious edge in the game. It's like having a network of secret Viking highways to outmaneuver your opponents.
Precisely. And as you amass glory, you'll mark your progress on the all-important glory track. Think of it as a visual reminder of who's winning the race to Valhalla.
Makes sense. So how does Valhalla work in Blood Rage? I always thought that's where every Viking wanted to end up.
Well, it's a bit different here. Valhalla is more like a strategic holding area. Your fallen warriors don't just disappear. They hang out in Valhalla, waiting to be released back into the fray in the next age.
Oh, interesting. So even a defeat can be a temporary setback, allowing your warriors to regroup and rejoin the battle later.
Exactly, and to manage your clan effectively, you'll use your clan sheet, which is like your Viking control panel. It tracks your resources, your clan's stats, and even the powerful upgrades you acquire throughout the game.
So it's like a dashboard for your Viking clan. What kind of stats are we talking about? What makes a Viking clan truly formidable in Blood Rage?
3 key stats: rage, axes, and horns.
Okay, break those down for me.
Rage is your action currency, fueling your every move. Axes represent your clan's strength in battle, and horns determine how many warriors you can have on the board.
So it's like building up your Viking army, making them stronger, more numerous, and more capable of carrying out your strategic vision.
Exactly, and here's where those legendary levels come in. By strategically managing your clan's stats and pushing them to their limits, you unlock powerful advantages.
Oh, so there's even more to it.
Oh yeah. Each stat boosted to the 4th or 5th step on the track grants you bonus glory points at the end of the game, and reaching the 6th step, that's a whopping 20-point bonus.
Wow, that's a game changer. So even if you're behind in glory throughout the game, a well-timed stat boost could propel you to victory in the final moments. It's like a last-minute Viking comeback.
Precisely. Now let's talk about your warriors. Each figure, whether it's your fearless leader, a sturdy warrior, a swift longship, or even a mythical monster, has a strength rating, or STR. This determines their fighting prowess and plays a crucial role in those brutal battles.
So it's not just about numbers. The quality of your warriors also matters.
Absolutely. Leaders and ships are particularly special. They come with unique abilities right from the start, and you can further enhance them with powerful upgrades as the game progresses. Imagine your leader rallying your troops to an impossible victory, or your longship outmaneuvering enemy forces to secure a crucial province.
So building a balanced force with a mix of strong warriors, strategic leaders, and maybe even a few surprises up your sleeve is key to success.
You're getting it. Now let's delve into the divine influence that shapes every Viking's destiny, the cards.
Ah, yes, the gifts from the gods.
They can dramatically alter the course of the game.
So what kind of cards are there?
You have battle cards to bolster your fighting strength quest cards to embark on glorious missions for massive glory points, and upgrade cards to enhance your clan, your warriors, or even summon mythical monsters to your side.
Wait, monsters. Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more about these mythical beasts and how they fit into the game.
Hold your horses. We'll get to those fascinating creatures in due time.
Okay.
First, let's understand how these divine gifts are bestowed upon you. The game unfolds across 3 ages, each a step closer to the fiery end of the world. Each age is divided into 6 phases, and the intensity ramps up as Ragnarok progressively destroys the land.
So it's like a ticking doomsday clock, adding a layer of urgency to every decision you need to make the most of each age before it's consumed by Ragnarok.
You're catching on quickly. The first phase of each age is the God's Gifts phase. This is where the strategic maneuvering begins. We're talking about a card drafting mechanic where you select a card for yourself. But here's the catch. You then pass the remaining cards to your opponents.
Oh, so it's not as simple as just choosing the best card for yourself. You have to consider what you're giving to your opponent.
Exactly. It creates a fascinating dilemma. Do you grab that powerful card you desperately need, even if it means passing on potentially valuable cards to your rivals?
It's like a game of Viking poker, where you're trying to read your opponent's minds and outmaneuver them in the draft. I can see how this phase alone could make or break your entire strategy.
Exactly. And once you've secured your divine gifts, it's time for the action phase, where the game truly comes alive. This is where you'll lead your clan into battle-pillaged villages, complete quests, and forge your destiny in the fires of Ragnarok.
Okay, I'm ready for action. Tell me more about the choices I'll face in this crucial phase. What kind of moves can I make to outwit my opponents and claim victory?
Well, that's a conversation for our next gathering around the war table. We've laid the foundation. Now it's time to delve into the heart of the action. Stay tuned, fellow Vikings. The saga continues.
I can't wait. Back to the war room. Last time we laid out the foundation of blood rage, from those fjords to those legendary level stat boosts.
Right.
But now,
Now,
let's get into the heart of the game.
indeed, the action phase.
This is where it all happens.
This is where blood rage truly comes alive.
Okay.
Each turn, you'll choose one of 5 possible actions.
5.
Invade, march, upgrade quest, or pillage.
Okay, and each choice presents its own
Oh, yeah.
set of strategic considerations.
Understanding the nuances of each action is key to victory.
Got it. So let's break them down one by one.
Oh.
First up, invade.
All right.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
It's the most direct way to establish your presence on the board.
Okay, so how does it work?
You choose a province without any figures in it and deploy your warriors ready to claim its riches and glory.
Sounds simple enough.
Was it-
There's always a P.
Timing is everything.
Oh, I see.
Invade too early and you risk becoming a target
Right.
for your opponents.
Yeah, makes sense.
Wait too long and the most valuable provinces might be snatched up.
So it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You need to be assertive, but also mindful of the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Okay, what about march? How's that different from invade?
March allows you to reposition your forces on the board.
Okay.
You can move your figures from one province to an adjacent one,
All right.
maneuvering them into strategic positions
Wow.
for future raids or quests.
So moving around, setting things up.
Yeah, and here's where the world tree Yggdrasil comes into play.
Oh, Yggdrasil. I was wondering when that would come up.
You can use Yggdrasil to move a figure from any province to any other province on the board.
Really? Wow, that's
Yeah.
a game changer. Yggdrasil adds a whole new layer of mobility and strategic flexibility. You could be halfway across the board 1 minute and suddenly appear right next to your opponent's stronghold the next. Talk about keeping your enemies on their toes.
Precisely.
All right, next up we have upgrade.
Yes. What's a Viking warlord without a well-equipped clan?
Not much, I'd imagine.
This allows you to enhance your clan's abilities.
Yeah.
Using those upgrade cards we discussed
Right.
earlier.
Okay.
You might bolster your rage generation, gain powerful combat bonuses, or even acquire unique abilities that disrupt your opponent's plans.
So upgrades are essential for staying ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
You can't just rely on brute force. You need to be constantly evolving and adapting to the changing dynamics of the game.
Exactly. A well-timed upgrade
Oh, yeah.
can turn the tide of battle or give you a significant advantage in pursuing those all-important quests.
Speaking of quests,
Mhm.
what makes them so special? Are they just another way to earn glory points, or is there something more to them?
Quests offer a path to massive glory,
Okay.
but they require careful planning
Mm-hmm.
and a willingness to take risks.
Right.
Each quest card outlines specific conditions you need to fulfill,
Like what?
such as controlling certain provinces, defeating enemy figures, or even having warriors in Valhalla.
Oh, so you have to really plan ahead.
You do. If you succeed, you reap the rewards, which could be glory points, stat boosts, or even game-changing abilities.
So it's not just about mindless conquest. There's an element of strategic planning and objective-based gameplay involved.
Yeah.
You need to assess the risks, weigh the potential rewards, and then commit to a course of action.
Precisely.
Okay. And that brings us to, I think, what might be the most exciting action
Oh, yeah.
of them all.
Definitely. This is where those bloody battles take place, where axes clash.
Yes.
And glory is earned through strength and cunning.
All right, let's break it down. How does a pillage action unfold?
First, you choose a province to plunder. Then, any player with figures in adjacent provinces can choose to join the fight.
Oh, so it could be a big battle.
It creates a tense decision point. Do you join the fray and risk losing valuable warriors, or do you hold back and conserve your strength?
For another opportunity.
For another opportunity,
Right.
exactly.
So even the decision to join a battle is a strategic gamble. You need to weigh the potential rewards against the risks involved. What happens once everyone's committed to the fight?
It's time for the showdown. Each player involved secretly chooses a card from their hand to play, adding its strength bonus to their figure's STR.
Okay.
The player with the highest total strength wins the battle, claims the spoils, and earns glory for their victory.
But what about those who fall in battle? Are they out of the game for good?
Remember Valhalla?
Ah, Valhalla.
That's where your fallen warriors go, not to be forgotten, but to await their glorious return.
Right.
They'll be released back into your reserve at the start of the next stage, ready to rejoin the fight. And here's another strategic twist.
Oh.
Even in defeat,
Yeah.
you might earn glory points,
Oh, no.
depending on the circumstances.
Wow, so even losing a battle can have its advantages. It's like a strategic retreat, allowing your warriors to regroup and come back stronger in the next stage.
Exactly.
So after the action phase.
We have the discard phase.
Okay.
Here you have to make tough choices about which cards to keep and which to discard.
Tough choices.
You can only hold on to a limited number of cards, so you need to prioritize those that align with your long-term strategy.
Right. You're not just playing for the current age. You're also thinking ahead, anticipating the challenges and opportunities of the ages to come.
Precisely. Then comes the quest phase, where you reap the rewards of your completed quests, adding to your glory and bolstering your clan's power.
Nice. And then
And then finally, the Ragnarok phase arrives.
bringing with it destruction and opportunity.
Yes.
Wait, opportunity. I thought Ragnarok was all about the world ending in a fiery apocalypse.
It is, but in Blood Rage, Ragnarok isn't just about destruction, it's also a chance to earn glory points.
So there's a silver lining even to the apocalypse.
There is, as a province is consumed by the flames, any figures present are sent to Valhalla.
Right back to Valhalla.
But their sacrifice is not in vain.
Okay.
You earn glory points for each of your figures that meets their fiery end.
So it's a calculated risk. You could sacrifice some of your warriors for a surge of glory points, potentially turning the tide of the game in your favor.
Exactly. Then, in the release Valhalla phase, all those fallen warriors return to your reserve, ready to be deployed in the next age. It's like a grand reunion of battle-hardened Vikings, eager to rejoin the fray.
Okay, so we've gone through all 6 phases of an age.
We have
What happens next?
the cycle begins anew.
Back to the beginning.
The first player token is passed on the Finn. Pillage tokens are reset, and we prepare for the next age.
Right.
Remember, each age brings more powerful cards, greater challenges, and the ever-present threat of Ragnarok.
Looming over every decision.
Exactly.
It's like a thrilling race against time where every action counts and the stakes keep getting higher.
It is.
We've covered a lot of ground here, but there's still one piece of the puzzle we haven't explored. Those mythical monsters you mentioned earlier. They seem like they could add a whole new layer of strategic complexity to the game.
Indeed, those legendary creatures are more than just brute force. They bring unique abilities and strategic options that can dramatically alter the course of the game.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Tell me more about these monsters, their powers, and how I can use them to crush my opponents and claim ultimate victory. Okay, let's unleash the beasts. We've explored so much of Blood Rage,
We have.
from drafting cards to leading our clans into battle.
Right?
Now it's time to delve into the realm of monsters.
Yes.
And uncover how these mythical creatures can elevate our game to a whole new level.
That's right. Monsters aren't just window dressing in Blood Rage. They're powerful allies with unique abilities that can dramatically alter the course of the game. Imagine summoning a fearsome fire giant to bolster your raiding parties,
Okay.
or unleashing a cunning trickster spirit to sow chaos among your opponents.
I'm picturing it, and it's pretty epic. But with so many monsters to choose from,
Right.
how do we know which ones will best complement our clan's strengths and overall strategy?
That's where the art of monster management comes in. Each monster brings its own set of strengths, weaknesses, and special abilities to the table.
Right, so give me some examples.
Some, like the mighty frost giant,
Oh.
excel in direct combat, adding significant strength to your forces and making you a formidable opponent in any battle.
So if you want to hit hard,
Yes. Others, like the elusive sea serpent, are more about disruption and strategic maneuvering,
interesting.
allowing you to control the sea's block enemy movements and even influence the outcome of Ragnarok itself.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just about picking the monster with the highest strength rating. It's about understanding their unique abilities and how they align with your overall game plan.
Precisely. A well-chosen monster can amplify your clan's strengths and compensate for any weaknesses.
So like if you're playing an aggressive battle-focused clan,
Right.
a powerful combat monster might be the perfect addition.
Exactly.
But if you prefer a more cunning, manipulative approach, a trickster or strategist monster could be your secret weapon.
It's like choosing a companion for your Viking journey, one whose skills and personality complement your own.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So how do we actually get our hands on these mythical beasts? Do they just appear out of thin air, or is there some sort of recruitment process?
Recruiting a monster requires a bit of divine intervention. You'll need to acquire a monster upgrade card during the God's Gifts phase.
Ah, so it all comes back to the cards.
It does. These cards are special
Okay.
and allow you to draft one of these legendary creatures into your clan.
So I bet those monster upgrade cards are highly sought after.
They are. You'll need to outsmart your opponents, anticipate their needs, and be willing to make tough choices to secure the monster that best fits your strategy.
It's like a high-stakes game of Viking chess.
It is where each move you make in the drafting phase could determine the fate of your clan.
Exactly. And once you've recruited a monster, the real strategy begins. You have to think carefully about when and how to deploy them to maximize their impact.
Right, you can't just throw a giant into every battle and expect to win.
Yeah, there's more nuance to it than that.
Timing is crucial. You might save your monster for a decisive battle to secure a crucial province, or use their abilities to disrupt an opponent's carefully crafted plan.
So it's all about using them strategically, like a secret weapon you unleash at just the right moment to turn the tide of the game in your favor.
Exactly. A well-timed monster can be a game changer, swinging momentum in your favor and leaving your rivals scrambling to adapt.
But with only 2 monster slots on your clan sheet,
Yeah.
choosing the right monsters becomes even more critical. You have to make every decision count.
Indeed. Do you diversify your monstrous allies?
Yeah.
Each bringing a different set of skills to the table, or do you double down on a particular type of monster to amplify their impact? These are the strategic dilemmas that make Blood Rage so compelling.
So many choices.
Yeah.
So many possibilities. It sounds like mastering the art of monster management is essential for any aspiring Viking warlord.
It is. It's a journey of discovery, filled with strategic twists and turns. And the best part is that every game will be different, as the available monsters and the actions of your opponents will constantly challenge you to adapt and innovate.
What an incredible deep dive into the world of Blood Rage.
It is a great game.
We've explored the core mechanics, uncovered hidden strategies, and even ventured into the realm of mythical monsters. I'm feeling inspired to gather my clan, unleash my inner Viking, and conquer the twilight of the gods.
Remember, in Blood Rage, even defeat can be a path to glory.
Right,
So fight with honor, die with valor, and never surrender your quest for eternal fame.
Until next time, fellow strategists, may your raids be glorious, your battles legendary, and your mead halls overflowing.
Storm clouds rise, the end is near, the end is near. The gods have spoken, the path is clear, the path is clear. Axes clash and warriors roar. We fight for glory forever, evermore, evermore. Ragnarok consumes the land. Fires rage where heroes stand. One last battle. treasure.